What if I tell you that passing exam is easy? And what if I tell you that if you watch this video to the end, you will never fail exam again? My name is Bunaya. My professional name is Bunaya. I used to be a student once. When I was in secondary school, that's when I discovered some of the secrets to exams, some of the secrets to never fail exams again. I used to be one of the bad students that never did well in class. But after I recognized these tips, it's when I changed myself to a better person. Then I went to college, and now look at me. I'm a graduate and I'm a lecturer. So this is what I always tell my students, tell my relatives to do. So if you'd like to get this knowledge as well, stay with me and learn how to pass exam. Like and subscribe before I take you through the journey of a smart student's success. All right, so on this journey, we're going to focus on 9 things that you have to do in order to be successful or in order to never fail your exams again. So this is what I learned. This is what out of my experience I came up with. So be with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. So the first thing that I discovered and that you have to do is to understand what you're expected to know. Because you can never pass exams if you don't understand what you are required to know, what you are required to answer. Okay? So if you're in secondary school, primary school, or if you're in college, you always have what is known as a syllabus or a course outline. That outlines what you are supposed to know at the end of the term or at the end of the semester. So they give you things that you have to know. On the syllabus, it shows you that on this topic or on this subject, you have to know this and this and this and this and this. It's very important that before you start your studies, before you start studying each and every subject, you need to understand what you are expected to know from that subject. The thing is, when it comes to different subjects, each and every subject, we have different books that contains different information. So each and every book has its own structure, and each and every book has different information. Some of the information that you find in the books is not relevant. Some of the information that you find in the book, it's less than what you need. But when you understand what you're supposed to know, you know what to read. You never waste time with the information that is not relevant, and you never miss out on some of the things that are not relevant. Here, one of the big mistakes that people make is they just get a book, start reading without even understanding what they're supposed to know from the book. Then how are you going to pass the exams? Another thing is not understanding the syllabus or the outline on what is expected from you when it comes to exams. Mind me, each and every course outline and each and every syllabus, it has the exam part where it says that our exams focus more on this area, focus less on this area. So if you understand that part, knowing that, okay, in the exams, this is what they will expect us to know more. This area covers more marks and this area covers less marks. You can have enough time to focus more on the area that covers higher marks than the areas that cover small marks. So this is the secret that I discovered. First of all, you need to understand what you're expected to know. All right? By looking at your syllabus or your course outline and looking on the relevant topics. Another thing is looking on the exam topics or exam content where it's going to focus. So if you're finding difficulties on this, some other time you can ask your teachers or ask mentors or other people that they have knowledge about the syllabus or they have knowledge about what you're expected to know. If you understand this, it will be simple for you to take each and every step that I'm going to focus next. So the next step that you have to focus on is breaking down what you have found out. All right, stay with me, stay with me. So now it's like you know what you're expected to read, right? You know what you're expected to study on and what you'll be expected in the exams. So that's when you understand that, oh, this is how much information I have. This is how many books that I'm going to use to make sure that I understand each and everything that I'm expected to know. So that's the point where you get to break it down. Looking at the time that you have, Okay, let's say you are remaining with 5 months from the time that you started this, or you're remaining with 3 months or 2 months. That's when you have to break it down. You'll be like, all right, this subject has 10 topics, this subject has 15 topics, and this subject has 10 topics as well. Altogether, I have 35 topics, and I have like 3 months. 35 topics. How can I break it down in 3 months? So you break it down that, let's say each and every day you'll be reading one topic from another book and one topic from another book, or half a topic from another book and half a topic from another book, breaking it down, making sure that you divide it equally on the days that you have. From there, if you divide it like that, it's when you come up with a timetable. You come up with your own timetable, knowing that when I have from this day up to this day, I'll be done with this. So you put timetable so that you should remind yourself each and every day. Because a timetable is very important because it reminds you of what you have to do and of what you haven't done that you were supposed to do. You understand? So it's better that you come up with your timetable, you put it somewhere that you can see it, so that you'll be able to remind yourself and you'll be able to make sure that you do each and everything in the right time. Okay. Another thing that you have to do is when you're dividing your time, when you're breaking it down, leave time for revision. Don't use all the time up to the time that you're going to write the exams. Leave time for revision. Okay. So if you leave time for revision, it helps you to go back to the things that you have already studied and understand some other things that um, you did not understand. So you get to know which part you didn't understand and which part you have to improve, so on and so forth. So that's on breaking down what you have to know. All right. So let's go to this next step, which is you need to track your weekly progress. All right. You need to track your weekly progress. So each and every week, you need to go back to, okay, this week I was supposed to look at this and this and this. All right. So you'll be looking, did I look at this? Have I done all the work that I was supposed to do this week? All right. So you check what you have covered and you check what you're missing out. All right. So this is when you also get to understand that maybe you put excessive work that you can't manage on a week. That's when you start to adjust your timetable. All right, like let me reduce the work because the work is too much. Or maybe you have less work within a week, then you can adjust your timetable again by adding more work to the week so that things should be done effectively. So that's the point where you have to adjust your timetable. All right. Another thing is you need to celebrate your small wins. If you are able to do all the work that you gave yourself to do, you need to celebrate. How? You can celebrate on a weekly basis by maybe treating yourself with some nice food, you know, going to eat cheap somewhere else, going to party somewhere else, but don't party too much that you affect your whole studying schedule as well. But you need to celebrate, you can go and chat with your friends whom you have missed while you were working hard. So you need to celebrate each and every step. But whenever you haven't done your work well, you need to punish yourself as well. Let's say, all right, I didn't finish my work today. What do I have to do? I'll use the weekend to cover up what I did not finish. So that's how it goes. Uh, each and every week, make sure that you check your progress, if you're progressing or not, if it's working or not, if your methods are right or not. All right. Stay with me. So the other thing that you have to do is commit fully. Because if you're not committed, trust me, you can write your timetable, you can break down what you're supposed to know, but if you're not committed, you will not achieve each and every goal. Because you need to set up your goals that after this period, I'll have to achieve this. In this period of a month, I have to achieve this and this and this. I need to learn formulas. How many formulas? You give yourself numbers. Huh? I'll have to finish this book. Okay? So you need to set up goals and you need to remind yourself why you're doing all those things. Why the exam matters to you. Why does the exam matters to you? Do you want to change your family? Do you want to make your family proud? Do you want to prove to people that think you can do it wrong? Do you want to be a better person and be independent when you grow up? Are there things that you would like to achieve? Would you like to go to college? Would you like to graduate? So you need to give yourself reasons. You can even write them down and put it somewhere that you can see. Hmm? I work hard so that I'll be a better person. I work hard so that I change the situations in my family. I work hard so that I become a better person and be independent. I work hard because I would like to buy this car. I work hard because I would like to have my own house. I work hard because I would like to be someone that the society can look up to. So you need to give yourself reasons. And why are you doing that? You need to have reasons. So many reasons. Education is the key, right? All right. Um, Another thing on committing is staying disciplined, even though time is tough. Trust me, whenever you take this decision, whenever you take this route, it's not going to be easy for you. There are so many things that are going to be disturbing you. You know, we all people are we go through different things, emotional things, spiritual things, financial problems, okay, relationship problems. Life is tough. Life is hard. It will never be easy on you because you have decided to take this route. But you need to stay disciplined even though things are hard. There is a game for your team. There is a show that you like, but it's time for you to study. Go and study. You have reasons, right? Yes. So stay committed. The next thing is make sacrifices. When it comes to this point, that's where a lot of people fall behind. That's where a lot of people stay behind. Because people don't want to make sacrifices. People don't want to change their lifestyle. When it's their lifestyle that is affecting their education, when it's their lifestyle that is affecting their discipline. So this is the most crucial point. You need to make sacrifice. There are some other things that you have to leave out. I had to sacrifice a lot of things for me to make my education, my studies work. I had to sacrifice a lot of things. I used to like partying. I used to like hanging around my boys each and every day, like each and every time. Even sometimes I would be like, let me not go to school. I should hang with the boys because it was fun. Those things that I like. I'm an artist. I used to like to go to the studio. That's what we always do. But I had to sacrifice most of the things, you know? So I had to cut down things that waste my time. So you also have to cut down things that waste your time. What are the things that waste your time? Is it social media? So you need to cut down social media. Is it some TV shows? Is it watching movies that waste your time? Cut them out. Make sure that you put more focus on your studies. Only put those things that waste your time as a reward after you've done each and every work. Maybe on a weekend, on a Sunday, after you go to church, then you do you're satisfied, you go back to work. You need to make sacrifices. Uh, and you have to reduce things that distract you. When I was writing my MSc exams, I had a girlfriend, you know, I had a girlfriend, but I had to tell her that we cannot meet in the weekdays. We'll only meet once a week. So we were meeting only on Sundays after church, you know. That's when we had to meet. I had to sacrifice. I have to reduce things that distract me so that I have to focus. I had a smartphone that, but there was no Facebook, there was no WhatsApp. The only thing that I was putting in the phone was music. So you need to make sacrifices. Leave out some other things that you're doing. You do them later after you have accomplished your exams mission. You understand what I'm saying? And you have to focus on the future. Sacrifice some other things so that you can get them in the future in a better position. Because your friends will not be there in the future. They might leave you. People leave. Some of the friends that you had in primary, they're not your friends now. If you're in college, some of the friends that you had in secondary, they're not your friends now. People leave. So you have to think about the future. Think about yourself, where you would like to be. Will you sacrifice your future for the sake of the friends, or sacrifice your friends for the future that will stay with you? Make a better decision for that. So you need to make sacrifices. You know what you like. Is it drinking? Is it smoking? That is a distraction. Make a better decision. All right. So the next thing is you need to choose the right friends. People underestimate this. They'll be like, no, I know what I'm doing. Um, my friends are not going to affect me in any way because I know myself. I make decisions for myself. But they say that you become five of the friends that you have, or five of the people that are around you. They'll be like, uh, show me your five friends, I'll show you your future. That's true. Because some of the behaviors that we have are contagious. We might think that we might dodge them for some time, but after some time, they become you, they become part of you. Okay? So let's say you have playful friends. You have friends that only like party, enjoyment. Do you think you have time to study? So you need to choose your friends like, okay? Uh, when you're at school, choose those friends that you know that they work hard. They're always on the top 10. They're always doing better. Make friends with those people. Study with them. Study them. Because one thing that changed me when I was in secondary school, it was the point when I changed my friends. I changed my friends. I started hanging around with the people that I thought that were boring because they always liked school. Then I started to notice that there's some other things that those people do I never knew, and I wasn't doing that. But when I started doing those things, my life changed. You know, I moved from being among the people that wasn't doing well to the top 10 in just one term. Imagine, you can do better if you have more time. You can do better. So choose your friends wisely, okay? Avoid friends that will distract you. Don't study with people that are always talking. They're always talking about their girlfriends, talking about these new cars, new phones, things that it's not even close to them, that cannot afford, you know. Choose friends that are wise, that they're always talking about the future, they're always focusing on the future. You understand me? All right. And always encourage each other to stay on track. You can get some other people who listen, if they can listen to you, so that you can always be doing the right things. So choose the right friends. Choose the right friends. Show me your friends, I'll show you the future. Oh my God. All right. So the other thing is, if you choose the right friends, you also need to ask for help. It reaches a point where um, you're stuck. You don't understand something. Huh? It's out of your capabilities. What do you have to do then? You need to ask for help. So you can get help from your teachers, from your friends, or from some other people who are doing better, like mentors, tutors, part-time teachers. All right. And these days, life is more advanced. You know, Here on YouTube, you can get everything that you like. You can get a lot of knowledge on almost each and every subject that you're doing. You can go on YouTube, you can go online, you can use Chat GPT, so that ask for help whenever you feel like you're stuck, whenever you don't understand. You need to ask for help. That's how you move from your potential to another better person. Okay, so join group discussions, uh, share knowledge and all that. Ask for help whenever you're stuck. And last, last but one is you need to practice, 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 and practice. So far, you made your timetable. You know what you're supposed to study. You have been studying. You chose the right people. You have been doing discussions. You know, you are committed enough. How can you know that you're doing better or you're moving? You need to practice. How can you even get more better? You need to practice. how do we practice exams? How do we practice for exams? We find past papers. Hmm? We find a bunch of past papers, mock test, you know, online quizzes, study. Okay? Check yourself. Check if you're progressing, if you're doing better. If you find a past paper, you answer, give it to someone that knows, someone that can mark, someone that can evaluate your progress. See where you are and see where you have to fix yourself. Practice makes perfect. So if you keep practicing and practicing and practicing, you know where your mistakes are and you know where you have to fix. And you know if you're ready for the exam or not. And if you have reached this far, you know that you're ready for the exam. Press like and subscribe for more content. All right, so I told you that I'll give you a bonus tip for success. This is what you have to do. We have talked about it. Now let's look at the bonus tips. The first one is you have to sleep well and eat right. Don't underestimate these things. Because if you don't get enough rest, whatever work you'll be putting on, it will be going in vain. Your brain needs to rest. Okay? It needs rest so that it can start over fresh. Okay? And eat well, eat right. What you eat also determines the energy that you have. Okay? Eat balanced diet food so that your health should be intact. Your brain should be functioning well. All right? Another thing is take regular breaks. This is very crucial when it comes to studying. When you're studying, you need to take regular breaks. Don't study complete 2 hours without taking a break. No. There was a research that says that whenever you're studying, you remember the most what you read at the beginning and what you have read at the end. What is in between, most of the people don't remember it. So if you take regular breaks, let's say you study 30 minutes or you study 20 minutes, then you take a break, some short cycles, and you remember most, and your brain works efficiently when you're taking breaks. So you need to take regular breaks. It helps you with your studying, it helps you with the memory retention as well. All right. Another thing is stay positive and believe in yourself, because a lot of people have fall behind because they don't believe in what they're doing. Believe, believe, believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, trust me, no one, nothing, not even a single thing will stop you from passing your exams. So believe. If you like this content, if you think this has been helpful, please like the video, subscribe, and don't forget to come back for more content.